Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. Check, Mike 54, Mike 54. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Topper, Topper. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Here's Austin. Gets past one man. And now running right through it. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Yo, go!
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Butker's kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Prescott down. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Coleman now. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Niners take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down. How big the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
90 Wolf. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I want that.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Back to throw here. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Switch. Alert flare.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there. And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The end result, 21 yards. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. What's that? That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game. And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Ready. 10-2, sir. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Kill 61. Matchbox lights. Go. Mark 55. Mark 55. Watch the run. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively. Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go to Elliott again. And he works free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Weber, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, it's Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
2nd and 9 now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Coleman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order...
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott from the gun. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, that's complete to Cobb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Hey, echo.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming.
Now.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
55. Watch the run, watch the run.
Look at me, zipper.
Check 55, Mike. Hey.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is taken around the 12. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. That would have been a a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. 8, read.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Check 52. Watch.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check 43. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So for the 49ers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.